Hi, guys. Welcome to Young and Limitless. Today's podcast is going to be slightly different, as some of you have asked for some tips and hints on how to manage stress, either stress to do with schoolwork, exams, life at home, boyfriend, girlfriend stuff, any of that, and anxiety, and just stuff that you're dealing with at the moment. So I thought I'd tell you a little bit about how I have managed my stress and stuff that's happened to me throughout my life. And thankfully, it gets easier and it gets better the more you practice this technique. So I'm going to be talking to you about meditation, but in particular, I'm going to do a visualization with you. So I was very lucky. So my mum taught me to meditate when I was very little, and she originally did it because I suffered from asthma, and it was a way of helping me to relax when I was about 4 or 5 or 6, and to just let my body naturally heal itself. So I didn't take many drugs when I was little. Anyway, so why meditate? What is meditation good for? And how does it affect our lives? So many studies across the world have shown the same results physically for how meditation helps you reduce stress and anxiety. And mainly it's because it reduces your cortisol levels. And so your cortisol is a stress hormone. And from that, it's good because we need it to regulate our bodies. But when we get stressed, it goes into overdrive, and it makes us put on weight, and it gives us spots and pimples. It slows down the healing process in our body. It actually makes your muscles much weaker. And therefore it makes you more stressed because you don't sleep very well. You get more anxious because your mind becomes foggy and things don't quite make as much sense. So it just is good for your all-around health, but it also helps promote really good emotional health because it does help you to sleep better, to regulate your weight and how much food you need. Because I don't know if you've noticed, but when you're stressed and things happen, you tend to crave more sugar, more starch, and more kind of treats and stuff. So when you meditate, you get rid of the high levels of cortisol. You eat more healthier, and it's easier. You don't even need to think about it. Your body just naturally wants healthier foods. So also from this place of stillness and calm and time out, you get an increased sense of self-awareness because you're giving yourself and your mind time to really take stock and think about what's been happening and just process the emotions, the feelings in your body, the things people have spoken to you, and it helps you put those things into perspective. Because when you're running really fast and things are coming at you, sometimes you can misinterpret something, or sometimes you can be offended. And actually, when you step back, take time to breathe and reflect, you realize actually that person was saying stuff and it had nothing to do with you. It was their stuff. So it really just helps create more space where you can just realize that you are able to cope with the things that life throws you. You have the skills, but you need to practice some kind of time out very, very regularly. Also, because you do this, you do take time out, it helps you to be a nicer person because you don't get offended easily, because you are calmer, because you are able to focus on what's being said. So your mind isn't foggy, your mind is clear. You're able to communicate more effectively because you're in touch with what's going on in your body, and you've processed the thoughts that you have and the feelings and the emotions. So yeah, you just become a much nicer, rounded person. Yeah, which is always good. There are also, I can rave on about this, but there are also lots of studies that prove that it releases chemicals in your brain that equal and rival those of certain substances that we can become addicted to, illegal and legal substances. So it's just so much. And I'm just going to stop there. And also the best thing is that when you know how to do it, it's free and you can do it absolutely anywhere. So I'm going to do a guided visualization with you. And this is one type of meditation. There's all kinds. The kind I do is just silent, because I can just do it in my head. I have a little, what they call a mantra. And so I would just relax for 20 minutes. And when my mind wanders off, I would just come back to a simple line which says, be still and know that I am God. That's it. Okay, so I'm going to close my eyes now, and I'm going to do this visualization for real for myself. And as I do it, I'm going to talk you through it so you can do it with me. So I hope you're ready. Close your eyes. And I generally always start with some deep breaths. And the way that I do it is I will breathe out for double the length of time that I breathe in for. So if I breathe in for the count of 3, I will breathe out for the count of 6. So there's just going to be a little bit of silence now, because we all count at different paces and we can all breathe differently. Yeah, so my count of 5 might be your count of 7 or 3 or something like that. So just close your eyes. Sit comfortably. Not lying down. Please don't lie down, because if you lie down, you'll fall asleep, and that's a whole different kind of relaxation. So make sure you're sitting, you're comfortable, you're not going to be disturbed, and you're warm enough. And you've been to the toilet, you've done all those basic things. And just breathe out for double the length of time that you breathe in for. Okay, so if you focus on your toes and imagine that you can wiggle your toes if you want, keeping your eyes shut, and just imagine that they are becoming heavier, and as they relax, your whole feet, your instep, the ball of your foot is becoming heavier, and the muscles and the tendons are relaxing, and that feeling of deep, heavy relaxation is moving up through the heel, through your ankles, through your calves. And just use your imagination. You don't have to think of the actual what it looks like. Just feel, imagine that there is a thread, and the thread is like, it's just relaxing, and it's coming up through your calves and your lower legs into your knees, and your knees are becoming heavier and more relaxed. And then the long thigh muscles going up to your hips are becoming heavier and more relaxed. And you just go deeper and deeper into the relaxation. And then your hips are relaxing. Your stomach and your lower back are relaxing. Your chest and your upper back are releasing tension. And your arms, your biceps, your elbows, your forearms, your hands and your fingers are all comfortable and relaxed. And you can roll your neck around gently if you want and just feel that your neck is becoming relaxed. And then let your head settle in one spot. And your neck is relaxed. Your jaw, the back of your head, and your face. And as you relax, I just want you to imagine the last time you experienced something really joyful, something that made you feel really happy. It could be a time when you were laughing, it could be a time when recently or from some time ago, but a memory that you have that was really, really, really made you happy and made you smile. And if you're smiling now, that's fab. Okay, so this memory now is in your head, and just let that memory almost come down through your eyes, keeping your eyes shut. Always keep your eyes shut. Imagine, just see what can you see in your imagination? What did your eyes see in that time when you were happy and full of joy? And what were you looking at? Who was in this picture? And then you use your ears. What could you hear? Was there laughter? Was there just something funny going on? Or was it just a deep sense of love? And that's what made you feel happy and joyful. And then let that feeling come down past your mouth, because maybe you were laughing, maybe you were talking. And if you weren't involved in it, then that's okay. Let the feeling come down through your throat. And again, the throat is where your voice box is, where your larynx is, and it would all be vibrating if you were laughing and talking. And just let that happy, joyful feeling just go down your throat into your chest, into your lungs, and take a deep, deep breath as you remember that happy time, that joy, that feeling. You remember what you saw, what you heard, how you felt, and now you feel it in your chest. And you feel it in your back as well. And if you were laughing, your chest definitely would have been moving. You definitely would have felt it in your chest. And if you weren't laughing, but you were feeling so much love, you would have felt that in your chest as well. So feel it now. And then let the feeling go down your arms, and let the feeling go down your chest, down into your heart. Your heart is amazing. We'll talk about the heart later, but the heart is so amazing. Let your heart be filled up with that memory, what you saw, what you heard, what you felt, what you experienced. And then let the feeling go through your stomach, all the organs, everything, and go down your back, the lower part of your back, into your belly. Again, if you were laughing, you probably did a bit of a belly laugh. Let the happy feelings go into your hips, and then down through your long, beautiful, strong thigh muscles. So that feeling of happiness and joy, and what you heard and what you saw and what you felt, is going through your knees, down your calves, and into your feet. And from this place, You can either seal it up and keep it there because you might want to rest in it for longer, or you might want to let it flow. And you might know that you're always filled up with this joy and happiness and like the feeling of love that comes with it. And you know that the love just flows through you. So you don't need to seal it up, because you know with every step you take, you leave a little bit of that joy and that happiness around the places where you have been, which is also good. So sometimes in life we need to like hold it all in and have a feeling of containment and a sense and a place where we can just rest and like recuperate and restore and then go out. And sometimes in life you have gone out and you are expending all that love and joy to the place around you. And you know then that you can cope. You can always cope with whatever the situation is around school or around your home life or when you're out and about with your mates. So just enjoy this feeling. And this feeling is something you can come back to whenever you feel that you need a little pick-me-up, because that's kind of like what it is. So when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Just take your time to come back into your body. Sorry, before you open your eyes, just come back into your body. Wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, gently rock your head a little bit, not too much. And then remember where you are. And then you can open your eyes. You have to train yourself and you have to be disciplined to remember that you can change your mind, your mood, your feeling. You can change the situation easily by thinking of something that made you happy. And it could be something recent, and it could be something from a long time ago. It doesn't matter. All that matters is that you let that feeling be heard, be seen, be felt, that you really like relive that memory. So that's my little gift to you today. I hope that you have managed to follow me, and you might need to listen to it again if I was a bit too quick, or if you need to just listen to it. You can listen to it as often as you want. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for listening, and I hope you feel so much love and so much joy, because you are in control of this. This is something nobody can ever take away from you, and it is free, and you can do it anywhere, but it does demand a little bit of discipline, because it's so easy to forget. I know when life gets hectic, it can get really easy to forget the littlest things and the things that you know, like listening to the songs that you like and, you know, chatting to friends. You just get caught up in stuff. But the more you practice this, you almost are training yourself to get quicker and quicker at pulling the joy into your now, pulling those happy feelings and changing your body, changing your physiology, changing your mental health, your physical health, and your emotional health. So that's it, guys. Have a really good rest of your day. Take care and goodbye.